Good day, brethren. Our devotion for today is from Luke chapter 17, verses 11 to 19, and I will be reading from the English Standard Version. On the way to Jerusalem, he was passing along between Samaria and Galilee, and as he entered the village, he was met by 10 lepers, who stood at a distance, and lifted up their voices, saying, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. When he saw them, he said to them, Go and show yourselves to the priests. And as they went, they were cleansed. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. And he fell on his face at Jesus' feet, giving him thanks. Now he was a Samaritan. Then Jesus answered, Were not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Was no one found to return and give praise to God except this foreigner? And he said to him, Rise and go your way. Your faith has made you well. Leprosy is a disease believed by the Jews to be inflicted on someone for the punishment of a particular sin, and viewed as a greater than other diseases, a mark of God's displeasure. If anyone has leprosy, he or she will be isolated because leprosy is also airborne. Everyone must maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from the leper and 150 feet if the wind is blowing. Sounds familiar, right? Isolation and social distancing. But going back to our devotional passage today, we are going to look at the 2 different responses of the 10 lepers on verses 15 and 16. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. And he fell on his face at Jesus' feet, giving him thanks. Now he was a Samaritan. One of the 10 lepers responded to what Jesus did for him. He recognized that he was healed. He saw the good thing that had happened to him. God so often does good things in our lives, but we sometimes tend to never even take notice of them. We easily go our merry way, taking for granted what God has done. Notice also that this one leper went back to Jesus. We know that the healing came as they walked away from Jesus and began their journey to the priest on verse 14. But this Samaritan immediately went back to Jesus instead. Going to the priest was only necessary to be officially declared healed, as was the custom stated in Leviticus. But there was something more important for this Samaritan than following customs. With a loud voice, he glorified God. He did not keep his praise to himself. He gave a bold testimony of God's mercy and goodness. He fell at Jesus' feet and gave thanks. He gave honor and thanks to the one who rightly deserves it, Jesus Christ. What about those 9 other lepers? It is amazing that they did not return to Jesus to give him thanks for what he had done. Have you ever wondered why only one leper returned to Jesus to give thanks to him? I guess we will never really know. The Bible does not tell us why they did not. But for the sake of curiosity, I can think of 9 possible reasons. 1. Maybe one waited to see if the cure was real. 2. Maybe one waited to see if it would last. 3. Maybe one said, he would go see Jesus later. Maybe, and number 4, maybe one decided he had never had leprosy in the first place. 5, maybe one said he would have gotten well anyway. 6, maybe one gave the glory to the priest. 7, maybe one said Jesus did not really do anything. All he did was tell me to go. 8, maybe one said any rabbi could have done that. 9, maybe one said I was really getting better anyway. These were the possible reasons why the 9 lepers did not give thanks to Jesus for what he did for them. But did you know that being ungrateful disappoints Jesus Christ? On verse 17 and 18. Then Jesus answered, were not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Was no found to return and give praise to God, except this foreigner? Can you not sense the disappointment in Jesus' words here? The 9 other lepers must have been Jews. Of all people, they should have been grateful. Yet, there's no record of them giving thanks for their healing. There should not be any doubt. When we are unthankful, it disappoints the Lord. Are we going to be like the 9 lepers who did not give thanks, honor, and praise to God? Or are we going to be like the other leper? I want to encourage you to take some time right now to give thanks to God. Ask yourself, what has Jesus done for me lately? Maybe some of us got COVID, then cured or recovered. And maybe some of us are still healthy today and thinking of all the things that the Lord has done to us. Did we really already thank God? As we close, I encourage each one of us to pray personally to God and talk to Him. Thank Him personally for the protection, for His provisions, and for all that He is doing for us.